Couple loses newborn baby, gets call from nurse 4 days later saying you aren't going home alone. Like many young married couples, Katie and Josh Butler wanted to have a family, and when they found out they were pregnant they were over the moon. However, they were barely getting started on their journey to parenthood when it came to a sudden and tragic end. When Katie went in for an ultrasound at 20 weeks, the technician could see that the baby wasn't growing normally. Although doctors had a whole laundry list of conditions that was wrong, no one could pinpoint the cause. When sweet little Dewey was born, he was taken straight to the NICU, but he sadly passed away soon after. As Katie and Josh were preparing to grieve, a nurse called to let them know that they weren't going to go home alone, after all. All Katie and Josh wanted was a normal pregnancy, but fate had other plans in store for the couple. According to Cater's news agency, Katie said, "We were accepting this perfect pregnancy and wanted to go down the natural route, but we ended up going to doctors once a week to monitor the baby. Dewey's condition was so rare, that doctors didn't know what to expect. But, the Nashville, Tennessee couple were still optimistic, and they weren't giving up hope on their little one. We knew every day was precious. We bought a bigger table so that one day he would be able to have his friends over, and we did the nursery for him." When he was 132 days old, Dewey needed to be fitted with a feeding tube, but sadly he didn't make it through the routine surgery. His dear little heart just couldn't take it. "I felt so guilty for thinking of this, but there was also a sense of relief. He was finally healed and I know I'll see him again." After the guilt started to settle in, the devastated family turned to God to help get them past the heartache. It was when Katie and Josh started to celebrate the life of their precious son that a miracle happened. One of the NICU nurses called to let the couple know that there was a baby on the 5th floor who desperately needed a mom and dad. "I had been praying that I wanted another baby. I had tasted for the first time what it is to be a mother." Katie and Josh didn't know what to expect, but 4 days later, they met a sweet little boy named Brax at the Monroe Carell Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt in Nashville. Brax was born prematurely at 27 weeks, and like their son Dewey, had had a lot of challenging medical conditions, and at 11 months old, he had never left the hospital. Brax had chronic respiratory failure, pulmonary hypertension, and was trach vent dependent. But, unlike Dewey, his health had a chance of improving with age. There was no question as to what they were going to do next. Katie and Josh took Brax home, and fostered him until they were able to officially adopt him a few months later. Once we brought him home, his health started to improve. He still needs oxygen, but his movement and feeding has improved such much. He knows us and he smiles at us and can identify us. Our family has really taken to him. We have all this love because of Dewey and want to pour this love into Brax. When Katie and Josh were in their darkest hour, their faith led them back into the light and straight into the arms of a little boy who was meant to become their son. With the help of God and a little angel named Dewey, the couple are now able to pour their love into another little angel named Brax.